calls, but then when I went to answer the call, it just cut. So I'm sorry about that. I had to end the stream a bit early, but it's time to restart the stream again. Okay. Oh, so in the previous live stream before I cut it, I was talking about how we have no more heroes, how we barely have anything to look up to, and how growing up as a boy, I never had any type of uh, male empowerment whatsoever. Like we never had stuff like that. Anyways, um, for those of you who are just coming on, welcome. Okay, hold on. So, I would like to talk about. I would like to talk about stuff. Stuff. Yes, stuff. So, today is a very interesting Friday. A very hot one indeed. There are some blue sky that you can see outside, covered with white fluffy clouds. Okay, it's pretty cool. I have my fan on and it's very hot. Um, so how do we do this? First things first is obviously, um, I am looking forward for a couple of movies this year, but then again, let's be real. Let's not look forward to anything. Let's stop looking forward for everything, because every time I look forward for something, it's woke. Okay, or someone else looks forward for it, it's totally woke. To be lectured in the next Snow White movie, the live action. I can't wait to be lectured about how how I'm a bad person because I was born a male. hmm how I'm a bad person. You know, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a total crap show, and obviously, people will just say, just accept it, just accept it. It's a cinematic masterpiece. Oh, look at the graphics. Oh, look at the cinematics. It's like, oh, can you stop? And then they'll start saying, oh no, this is about the patriarchy. This is about stuff like that. This and that. It's like, I don't care. I'm tired. Okay, stop lecturing me. Okay. I never have all this type of privilege or empowerment when I was growing up. Everything was just about the girls only. We never had any type of empowerment whatsoever. So people to say, oh, you're privileged. I never experienced privilege. Okay? When it comes to my gender, what did I get out of my gender? Nothing. What? What? Gender dysphoria? Is that a privilege? That's not a privilege. Okay, so I can't be, I can't, I just can't wait to be lectured. I just can't wait to be lectured by Snow White. It's not going to even be about Snow White. It's not going to be about fair skin. We know that. We know that for a fact. You can't have a show about a fair skin character and not be about fair skin. I'm just saying, it's just Snow White in name and name only. It's not going to be about anything else. And then there's going to be people just hyping it up. When the trailer comes out, they'll be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then there's going to be people saying, okay, this is the total woke crap show. We can see it a mile away. But then people are saying, oh, you're just so evil. Just give it a chance and whatever. And then those same people will then basically watch it and then they realize how crap it is. Or some of them will just edit and say, oh, this was the best ever. You know? It's so embarrassing that this is what people think heart should be. This is what people think good storytelling is. Okay, the original Snow White, the cartoon from Disney, that was good. You, you won't get the kissing scene at the end because obviously that's too inappropriate now for some reason. That's too inappropriate for a man to kiss a girl. That's so inappropriate. How dare you? How dare you? But hey, you can have you can have the girl sitting on the men. That's totally fine. You can have that. You can have that for some reason. Double standards. Am I right? What I'm trying to say is that there's just so much of these double standards. You know, you won't be able to have uh, Snow White getting kissed by that boy because obviously because it's somehow offensive now for a true love kiss to come true. Everything's gotta be realistic. Oh, everything has to be realistic. The same people who want to say everything should be realistic are the same ones thinking that a a very skinny girl can take down a macho man. You know, for them, realism only works if they want it to, or else it doesn't work. Anyways, sorry about my voice. I never warm it up. Okay, it's time to play some solitaire games in the background. uh, anyways, moving on. I'll just be playing while I talk because I want to do something, you know. I can play Monster Hunter, but the problem with that is you have to be focused on that. You can't be talking and you can't be doing 100% talking and 100% gameplay. You can't do that. So, anyways, I just want to say everything's gonna be so trash, and I just can't wait to be lectured. I just can't wait to be lectured. Okay, I just can't wait to be lectured by by know-it-alls. Oh wow, it's gonna be so embarrassing. It's gonna be so embarrassing. Okay. Um, anything else to look forward for? Well, I said nothing, so let's just not look forward for anything, to be honest. Um, I just really wonder what's gonna happen now moving forward. Uh, you know for a fact, you know for a fact, everything's just gonna be a total crap show. So yeah, crap is everywhere basically, you know, in the media these days, and a lot of people do eat it up. They just love nibbling on it. I don't get it. I really don't get what's so appealing about nibbling on crap. I really don't get it. Okay? Because crap is disgusting. Um, okay. Now, let me just say, I'm a bit, I'm a bit disappointed in how other countries are just accepting this type of nonsense as well. This type of imperialism, you know? I'm very disappointed in that, you know? But hey, you must be lectured about so and so. Great. Okay. So the thumbnail I use for this video is basically mocking Twitter because they always do that all the time. Let me fix this. Let me fix that. Oh, this character is showing too much skin. Let's just cover her up, you know? The same so-called people who are totally fine with women can wear whatever they want are the same ones getting pissed off at women wearing whatever they want. Kind of strange, isn't it? Okay? Kind of strange. But calling out hypocrisy is kind of annoying sometimes, you know? Uh, so today is a lovely Friday. Pretty hot. I like it. It's still summer. Good. It's gonna be summer, I think, till February for us. Winter is around June and July. You know, I'm not a big fan of winter time to time, especially now because the winters are getting much more colder. So it's gonna be super duper cold, you know? Okay. Alright then. So we have 9 minutes in this live stream. I would like to say that it's been a very fun time. Just, you know, being on YouTube, you know? we've shared laughs, we've shared cries, we've shared a lot of things. Let me drink some water. I'm very thirsty. This is yesterday's water. I mean, not that bad. It's a couple of hours, but really refreshing. Really, really refreshing. Last night when I was sleeping, I came up with a bunch of ideas. This time I remembered what the characters look like, so I can't wait. I will use them for a video game instead, a 2D platformer, because that's much better, to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of uh, making things too complicated time to time. Because sometimes the most fun parts about gameplay is if it's very simple. You know, nothing wrong with making complicated stuff, but I'm just saying, it's pretty awesome when you make something fun out of something so little. A 2D platformer is basically very simple. Maybe you can add a bunch of enemies around, make a bunch of different type of mechanics, stuff like that. You know, make sure the combo, the combinations for character combat is amazing. Make sure it's good. Make sure the secret combinations. Add a lot of content. So let's just talk about this idea very quickly. It was a very interesting idea. It was basically this couple. They fall in love, but then all of a sudden, uh, that now you may be thinking, okay, this is an interesting idea, but I actually had one of these ideas back a couple of years ago. I actually created a character from this specific concept. So I'm basically using the same concept to make a different type of characters and tell a different story. Totally fine, you know. So basically, two lovers, and then one ends up being a villain. So they have to fight each other, you know. It's too much for each other, so they have to fight each other, you know. So I forgot the name of one. I forgot the name of one of the heroes, but what I do remember is she has. Okay, let's give it a nice name. How about something fun? How about let's just give it a code name now, and then we will change it officially when we get to make rights for copyright stuff. Okay, let's just call it 2D platformer Go. Okay, 2D platformer Go. That's a strange name. I'm sure I'm gonna forget about it. When I save it on my files, I'm sure I'm gonna forget about it. So anyways, let's talk about the main characters. Okay. Characters. So, I had a couple of ideas for a couple of characters. So let's just go with it. So now we have, how the character will look. So let's think of a name. Let's think of a very unique name. How about uh, how about something? I don't know. I want to do something fun, something cute. Uh, how about we call it? See, this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't know how to name stuff properly. This is why my children are gonna have very terrible names. Trust me, like when I have a bunch of kids, some of them are gonna be having good names, some of them are gonna be having crazy names. Oh my gosh. Let's just go with something different. Let's just go with something like pretty simple. Uh, let's go with I don't know, something beautiful, pretty, cute. You know, I don't even know. I'm gonna name something random. Canvas. Canvas. Yes, a canvas because I have it. Mech. Canvas mech paint. I bet you that's already a name. Canvas mech paint. Okay, so that's an interesting name. Canvas. A very good name. A very unique, terrible name, but still a good one. So, um, let me describe it to you. Let me describe it to you very quickly so you'll understand what I'm talking about. So Canvas McPaint is a very interesting character, whereas now she's gonna wear a very scantily clothed uh, costume, very scantily clothed. She's gonna be wearing just pink underwear. Yes, the underwear isn't gonna be super frilly. It's just gonna be very basic, bright pink, or maybe a bit darkish pink. I'm gonna say darkish pink. Darkish pink underwear. What else? What about a hairstyle? I would give her possibly blonde, short hair. Very short hair, you know? What else? What else can I... when it comes to skin tone, let's give it dark chocolate. Okay, not super dark chocolate. Okay, from what I remember from my memory, it was basically a bit of a bit dark. So, hello, hello. Okay. So chocolate skin. Chocolate skin. I think that's the best to describe her. When I was thinking about it last night, I thought of, oh great, 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 they're cutting again. I just thought it was so quiet. It's kind of annoying to be honest when it comes to cutting the grass because my entire family just feels so hectic, you know. Um, so I'm sorry if you hear any noise. They are cutting the grass. It's not that long, but we do get people to cut the grass. So yeah, we do get people to cut the grass. I wish we could cut the grass instead, because we can get one of those push mowers, the one that doesn't connect with any power. That's so much better because it's not noisy. And that's the thing, it's like it's super noisy. We were just making a phone call and like oh my gosh, sometimes that can actually mess up with uh, hearing what people are saying on the phone. So it is a bit worrisome time to time. I'm not a big fan of, you know, just every couple of weeks cutting the grass. I'd rather wait like maybe 2 months instead, because the grass isn't that long. It's pretty short. But honestly, I guess my family wants it cut pretty quickly. I would rather wait, to be honest. But then again, it is summer, and snakes do appear this time, So okay, it does make sense. It's pretty hard to see snakes these days. But we already have so much of crazy bugs living all over the place. So what can I say, really? We have a lot of crazy bugs living everywhere. Um, and that's the scariest part. The bugs are everywhere, okay? When I grew up, when I was living here when I was a kid, there was no weird bug. The most strangest bug you'll ever find is ants. That's like the strangest one. But now it's like you get different types of body types. You get ones, you get bugs with so much of wings and ants and all that type of stuff. It's pretty crazy. So like, I really hope, all the weird bugs just stop coming, because we have so much of weird bugs now. You know, so much of them. Anyways, going. What happened with the camera? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Basically, what's happening is the camera I use always glitches. It always does that. I'm very sorry about that. I wish I can fix it. It will be fixed very soon. The live streams will be fixed very soon. I am getting a laptop one of the days, so I'll be able to live stream myself better. But right, things will get better soon. Possibly within next week. My live streams will be much better. I can do reactions to videos once I get my laptop. So I plan to do quite a bit of reactions as well, live reactions. Okay, so going back to my character, she has to wear a normal outfit. She has short blonde hair, and she has chocolate skin. So, okay. Now, when it comes to her specific powers, I'm giving her the element of wind. Because I barely have any characters that have wind element in them. So it's best to give something that's totally different. So wind. Now, I'm thinking of making her look a bit different, adding more stuff to her body to make her feel like she's totally different. I have so much of characters that look super basic, so I might as well just make her a bit looking strange, Make her look very strange. She will have... What? Okay, let's just go with green colored eyes. I have to make sure I be very descriptive with this, or else when I come back to work on this in the future, I will have no idea what I'm talking about. So it's best to at least have the proper description of the character, and that's it. Element of wind. She will have sticks sticking out of her arm. So let's just say sticks sticking out arm. Okay, that's pretty simple. Um, that's just for decorations, to be honest. I don't think that has any purpose. So unless I find a purpose when I'm developing the story, she likes to eat. Uh, she likes to eat very exotic food. When it comes to making characters, what I try to do is I try to make sure they are not likes and dislikes from all over the spectrum. You know, like I don't like eating eggs, but I can make characters eat eggs. You know, I don't like eating a lot of vegetables, but characters can still like vegetables. You know, they can like things that I don't even like or hate things that I like. You know, that's the best part about writing characters. They don't have to be what you are. They can be something totally different, which I really like. You know, uh, so she likes to eat exotic foods. She likes to. She likes to. What else? Swim. She likes to swim. She is very energetic. What else? When it comes to her behavior, she is very calm and level-headed. Now, she does fear certain things. She does fear. She does fear what? She fears a lot of crazy things. I don't know. She fears spiders. Spiders. And, uh, well, all of us fear cockroaches. I think that's a very basic fear. Spiders uh, and ants. I know ants is the least fearful bug because it's so easy to destroy them, but honestly, it's best to have characters that totally think different. I don't know why on earth do characters have to always be based off uh, the creator. There's nothing wrong with that, but if a character is going to be based off me, I rather make sure it's a rather than to be self-inserted, you know? Like when it came to Ed, and Eddie, the creator basically said that's him in different ways, you know? That's some of his personalities all spread across Ed, and Eddie. You know, they weren't meant to be self-inserts, they were meant to be made fun of, you know? They were meant to be exaggerated, they were meant to be for the use of humor, you know? So I'm totally fine if you're gonna put stuff about you on different characters, but make sure it has a proper purpose, you know? Because these days self-insert it's all about pushing an agenda rather than actually having good characters, you know? I don't need this character to relate to me whatsoever, you know? As long as other people like the character, and hey, that's totally fine, you know? What else? She's very calm, level-headed, and she can't deal with a lot of pain. It's too much for her. Okay? It is too much for her because pain is just not a best thing, and she has to overcome that. Now, a girlfriend. I thought about a name last night. It's a dinosaur name. I just mixed it up a bit. It's a dinosaur name, but I forgot about it. Great. I'm so stupid. I keep. So basically, to sum it all up, she wears darkish pink underwear. I don't really know the exact color, what you call dark pink. Not purple. Not purple, like dark pink. Not red, but dark pink. I hope I'm making sense. She has blonde short hair, chocolate skin, uh, and she has green colored eyes. She has the element of wind, that's her powers, basically. She'll be using wind for her powers. She has sticks coming out of her arm, you know, like regular sticks and twig foods. She likes to swim. She is very energetic. She's a very calm and level-headed. She does fear spiders and ants. She cannot deal with pain. Simple as that. Now, a girlfriend has to be obviously a bit of certain opposites, but at the same time, as to be very mean. Basically, a girlfriend is going to be a villain in this story, and obviously it's up to the hero to fight against her, and it's going to be very difficult because they've known each other for so long. When you know each other for so long, it's hard to realize that someone else that you know is a villain, you know. uh, if you have a friend, and let's just say that friend becomes a super bad villain, obviously you'll be shocked, you know. So it's best, you know, to go through that emotions, you know. Now, I don't want to make the story super depressing. The problem with many games these days, especially indie games, it's all about depression. Nothing wrong with depression, nothing wrong with it. It's just that not everything has to be super sad all the time, you know? Sometimes you can also have some happy moments and happy endings. I want the story to have a happy ending, you know? I want this to be the best, happiest ending ever. So, obviously enough, how am I going to do that? I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. But the villain is going to be very cool. She has like a giant crest. No, no, not crest. She has these giant stuff all over her body. What do you call it? Dinosaurs have that stuff. Um, dinosaurs have that stuff. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I have to find it, but it's somewhere here. Okay, I can't find it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll use this instead. Okay, so this is just one of my toys. Yes, I still keep my toys. I'm keeping it for my children. You know, because I don't really think, let's be honest, you know, there's nothing wrong with giving it away, but I want to keep stuff for my children because I've had plenty of fun even with these simple toys. I have a big bag of animals, just completely plastic animals. And I'm sure many of you may have seen this before in toy shops or whatever, a very basic design. Now, this villain character will have spikes on a back and a spine, just like this. Just like how the Stegosaurus, I think the Stegosaurus, uh, has these type of uh, horns on its back. She will have it in the middle of a spine. One row of this type of stuff on a spine. That's it. So yeah, I just thought I'd clear that out to show you all that stuff. The reason why I wanted to show y'all is obviously I'm not very descriptive with words and dinosaur parts, okay? Okay, so let's go. Okay, so what can a name be? What's a very evil name? Okay, no, a very nice name. Uh, I don't know. I don't know any nice names. Uh, do I have to look at something to get a name? Willow. Willow. Did you know that my primary school was called Willow? Yeah, it was called Willow. Willow Park Primary School. That was my primary school. Willow Park Primary. So yeah. I mean, it's close to an area called Yellowwood Park, so yeah. Willow. Yeah. So yeah. We have some cool names over here, you know. Uh, Willow, Willow Park. That was my primary school, you know. I spent 8 years going to that primary school. Okay. Willow, uh, Willow Chester. Willow Chester. Okay. Now Willow Chester. Let's describe her. She has. Uh, okay, she wears a blue bra and she has just a cloth. She has a loin cloth a blue long loincloth covering some parts of her leg. Loincloth, legs. Okay. Before we go, I just want to write this and completely just be happy with it. What else? She has blue eyes. She has a white spike. She has white spikes. Spikes on her back. And they all have on the same white spikes, they have like a little red circle and a dot inside. And they all have a red circle. I just thought that's an interesting, cool design. She has blonde hair, long blonde hair. What else? Her fingernails are dark. Dark chocolate colored. I rather use chocolate as a way to describe the skin tone, you know? Like, if you look at my skin tone, sometimes it looks pretty okay, but in real life, it looks like caramel. Like, my skin is close to caramel because, yeah, it's pretty light compared to other dark skin. So, yeah, it's close to caramel. But, you know, for this character, her fingernails are going to be basically dark chocolate colored. And she's going to be regular chocolate colored. She has chocolate skin. Okay. That's one way to describe the character's skin tone. And once again, it's not about race. It's not about all this type of stuff. You know, I'm avoiding that type of crap. You know, when it comes to people having issues with each other, it's mostly because of villages. That's it. Like, if you live in one village or one kingdom, you're possibly going to hate another kingdom. That's all about it. It doesn't matter if your skin tone, race, or what. It doesn't matter. It's a fantasy world. I want to write it the best I want to. You know, I don't want this to be about these stupid issues that people keep wanting to bring every single time. You know, not everything has to be about race. You know. Come on, we just got 27 years over, or actually 28 years over apartheid. Okay, I'm tired of race. I'm tired of race. Okay, I'm tired of talking about race. Okay, and there are people out there who want to go back to those times, like Gen Z, who don't know the consequences of making everything based on race. They don't know the consequences, you know. They don't know the hardships of that. I guess we're going backwards. Enough about that rant. Okay, now, what else? She also has some earrings. She has some long earrings. What else? What else? Okay, I think that's enough describing her. Okay, wait. She wears high heels. Okay, now before we go, let's describe her. Okay, what element of power she has? I'm not gonna tease it out. I'm gonna keep it a secret. I want this to be a very secretive villain. She's gonna be a very powerful villain. Let's just say that. Anything else unique about it? That's totally. What else? Oh, okay. Okay. She has no toes at all. How about that? Basically, her feet is just completely stuck together like this. You can see the bones, but you can't see the individual toes. So she has no toes of feet. She has no toes. Simple as that. No toes. But it doesn't really matter because you're not going to be seeing her legs. It's going to be covered up with eye eels, so it doesn't really matter. Uh, what else? Okay, now what does she like to eat? She likes to eat. She likes to eat pumpkin. Ew, I don't like pumpkin. In fact, I never had pumpkin before. I'm not gonna eat it, okay? It's very hard to make me try new things, so I'm just saying I'm not a fan of pumpkin. But it's totally fine for a character to eat that, okay? Pumpkin and apples. I don't think that's a good combination, but hey, some people like strange things, you know? Some people like to eat some strange sweets. She loves sweets. I can't even spell sweets properly. She loves sweets. Uh, and, uh, likes to drink likes to drink thick water. Did any of you try thick water? If you don't know what thick water is, I think what I remember was it was basically water but super fatty. You know, I consistency of the water was so fat. You know, but honestly, some people don't like it. Hey, but she does. Okay, anything else? Okay, she sometimes she's a hot-headed person. A hot-headed person. In other words, jumps into conclusion. Uh, she is pretty smart and not scared of anything. Okay. Okay, not scared of anything. She doesn't fear anything. Okay. She's a fearless person. Uh, anything else before I go? She likes to, I don't know, I think that's it. I think basically that's it. We got what we wanted. Okay? So we have basically canvas, mech paint, yes, a very original name, and Willow Chester. Both of them are girlfriends, and basically one of them, well, Willow ends up being the villain, and then obviously it's up to Canvas to process that and obviously fight Willow, because Willow is going to do some terrible things. See, now this was a very interesting concept I had back in 2019. I created a very interesting character. I forgot the names, but one was called Slasher. one uh, one character, Slasher, is supposed to have like his entire body is like completely like so sharp. Its body is so sharp, you know. Uh, and this guy is just a school kid, you know, and his girlfriend is, you know, she's a superhero, but it's very surprising for her to understand her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend is a villain. It's supposed to be a very short story, short visual novel, but yeah. This time it's kind of following the same concept, but a bit different, because this time there is going to be, it's going to try to be an happy ending. It is going to be a 2D platformer game. Now, I'm going to add more stuff to it. We're going to give it a break of the stuff, but when it comes to 2D platformer, what do you want in it, you know? It all depends on how you want the game to be, and obviously, it has to have a lot of enemies stopping your path. The characters will be drawn in 2D, obviously. I can't go with 3D graphics right now, so 2D will be a better graphics components. And obviously, there should be a lot of combinations. I'll welcome. Have anything to drink? What's this? What is this? Biscuits. It is almost tea time, and we have biscuits. I wasn't going to eat these biscuits, but then again, it's like I'm super starving. Unless we have no food, then okay. Okay, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm sorry about my voice if it sounded so gruff. I never warmed it up today, but at least I spoke about some interesting characters. Tell me your thoughts about my concepts. Do you think it's a very interesting concept for a 2D platformer game? There won't be any voices in this, so you have to just read text, which is totally fine. But I'm just saying, um, it'll be obviously me testing out some other stuff for the future of making better games. So think of it as a little pedestal for the future. Anyways, I'm gonna continue to work on this, think of different concepts, and I'll update you guys maybe today or tomorrow. Bye.